This activity is going to walk you through the decision card organizer for the asynchronous, which means independent style. I'm going to use the organizer to keep track of your decisions during our game. Here is a link to the online dice roller. If you are doing this activity asynchronously, this means alone or independently, you will need to access the simulated cards located here. Here's my form link. I'm going to read through all of my directions first so I'm not surprised by anything before I do the activity. Direction number 1 says, when you're reading your card, you record the action side. This is in bold on your side of the card. 2, record your decision. Your decision is one of the bullet points on the action side of your card. 3, record your reasoning for your decision. Write your reasoning in one complete sentence. 4, record your group's evaluation of your decision. Now, if I am doing this asynchronously, there is no 4 because I do not have a group. I'm going to say that again. If I'm doing this asynchronously, there is no 4. There is no group. I do not have a 4, which means this whole column I'm not worried about. Delete my writing. No, I just want to clear my writing. How do I do it? There we go. Erase. Oh, let's just get rid of all of it, huh? We don't need any of it. There we go. Let's walk ourselves through our activity. I use my online dice roller. I've opened that up. I've gone to random and I've made sure here's my random. I'm rolling 3 dice because you'll notice on your form there's 18. Each dice has 3 opportunities to get a number 1 through 6. I'm going to get my sum total of those numbers in order to roll my dice. Otherwise, I'll only get 1 through 6 together. And it's impossible to go off really to get a 2. I should really start at a 3 because it'd be impossible to roll a 2. I'm going to start with my 3 dice, roll 3 virtual dice, and then I go off and I have a 3. A 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So on my form, I would select an 8. I go down to next, and now I will have some recording to do. This is my term in bold. So I'm going to take protecting the vulnerable, I'm going to copy it, copy paste, and put it onto my action title. What's my action title? Protecting the vulnerable. And it's giving me some choices. It says, my camp is under threat. Will you stay and defend your home, risking your safety, help evacuate elders, women, and children to a safer location, or negotiate with the attackers to try to delay the conflict? I'm not sure if I'm a good negotiator, and I'm kind of concerned about others, so I'm going to pick this one. Now, some of these choices might not be what you'd pick in real life, and some are going to be not the best choice at all, which is part of our focus of the game, is to learn that not every choice was a good choice. Sometimes you had to make the most with what you had. So I'm going to take my middle option, and it says help evacuate elders, women, and children to a safer location. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put it into my decision part. And now I need to type my 1-sentence why. I believe that keeping the elders safe allows for the transference of knowledge. The elderly are the ones who can help teach the young and should be protected. Again, there is no group activity for this. This is asynchronously, which means it is by myself, so I have nothing that I can do on that group section. I would like to read through my answer again. So what did I say? I had protecting the vulnerable. Oh, my roll was 8. What was my decision? Help evacuate elders, women, and children. And my reason, did I write a clean, concise, clear sentence? Let's look. I believe that keeping the elders safe allows for the transference of knowledge, period. Do I capitalize my next letter? I do. The elderly are the ones who can help teach the young and should be protected. That is at least a complete sentence, and it is accurate. And now I'm ready to go back to my dice roller and go again. I'm going to press next to get back to my main screen. And my next main screen brings me right to here. I'm going to go into my random dice and press roll again. A 5 plus a 2 is 7, plus a 4 is 11. So I would go off and pick 11. Press next. Here it says language suppression. I go off, I highlight my action title, language possession, put in my 11, and now I need to make my decision. You overhear settlers mocking the Dakota language. Will you confront them and explain the importance of their language, ignore them and focus on teaching the next generation, or share a story in your language to show its beauty and value? I do like stories. I think that I learn from stories and parables, so I'm going to press share a story. I'm going to copy this, and I think it would be important to share a story because it will teach people. It is important to share a story to teach others the importance, beauty, and linguistic value. Linguistic means like lingo, which means words, the linguistic value of each language. It's hard to appreciate the beauty of a rose if you don't see a rose, and so I'm going to use that with my setup here, and remember that I do not have a group evaluation. There's nothing for me to fill out here. And then I'm going to do one more. My goal was to do 3, and so I'll do a final located here. That's how to do the Dakota Decision Card Organizer, especially to do it asynchronously. Make sure you use all of your items. It's key that your dice are in a 3 set of dice. Otherwise, you won't have the full option to roll. Thank you.